Karen Reed making headlines outside the courtroom. Alan Jackson was her defense attorney during her trial for the murder of her police officer boyfriend back in 2022. Well, now there's a photo obtained exclusively by the New York Post, which shows Reed and Jackson cuddling up outside a high-end Boston steakhouse last week as the jury deliberated her fate. The judge declared a mistrial on the case on Monday. Let's bring in Ted Williams, former D.C. homicide detective and Fox News contributor. That's just not a good look. Would you agree?
Julie, happy 4th of July to you. I've got to tell you, perception is everything.
Yeah.
And if that photo is authentic of the lawyer cuddling with his client, I can tell you that is certainly something that is not a good look, especially when a jury is out. I can tell you as a lawyer, it is clearly something that I would not do. Attorney-client relationships are very, very significant and important during a murder trial of this nature.
Paul O'Keefe, who is the brother of John O'Keefe, on media attention case has gotten, this. I mean, this is what he says. It's turned into the Karen Reed show. She walks through a crowd that cheers her on. She goes out in public and takes pictures and even signs autographs. She's just living her life like nothing ever happened. And meanwhile, my brother has been gone for almost 2.5 years, he said. I just want people to go back to who the victim is in this. It's not her, it's my brother. I mean, for a cop killer case, this is actually quite startling. When you have cop killer cases, typically the outcry and the hatred toward that cop killer is pretty big. And she's almost treated like a local celebrity, which is just downright sickening.
Well, you're absolutely right. The sad commentary about this case is that we have John O'Keefe, who is dead. Now, the prosecution believed that they have proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt, but however, I must say a jury found that they had not by the evidence that was presented. So as a result of that, Karen Reed has been allowed to get off at this stage, but I have a feeling that the DA in this case is definitely going to bring these charges again. And the big question is, she was charged with second-degree murder, which is intentional killing of a person. And the question is, are they going to reduce the charges to try to get a jury verdict in this case?
Yeah, what would you think of that and the likelihood of that happening? Her actually, I mean, how is it that this even ended in this way? How is it that she got away so far with this alleged crime?
I can tell you, Julie, the lead investigator in this case acted very unprofessional. They were able to put on text messages, meaning the defense of the lead investigator, saying unprofessional things about Karen Reed. Remember, Karen Reed's defense in this case is that she was set up by law enforcement, that law enforcement was involved in the killing of John O'Keefe. So they were able to sow reasonable doubt in the minds of that jury that led to a hung jury and a mistrial in this case.
And the lead investigator was relieved of duty, so that certainly says a lot about how they botched this case in the first place. Does that help perhaps bring new charges with the lead investigator off the case to possibly even present more evidence?
Well, I think that if I was the prosecution, I would try to go and see if I could get her, meaning Karen Reed, to plead to something, because I think with what came out in the initial trial here concerning the lead investigator, that is certainly terribly hurt this case and probably the retrial of this case.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly has. It's just startling to know that this is actually the outcome so far. Ted Williams, thank you very much for joining us today, and happy 4th to you.
My pleasure. Back at you, Julie.